At this point, Republicans aren't even trying to pretend they're not Nazis anymore. Steve Bannon, Trump's former White House strategist and a man who looks like he was left in a smoker for too long, took the CPAC stage and ended his speech with a very familiar-looking gesture.
And we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight. Amen.
Bannon ended his speech by calling for Trump to run again in 2028 because apparently overthrowing democracy once isn't enough. And then he raised his arm in a move that made even neo-Nazis and white supremacists go, whoa, buddy, maybe dial it back a bit, huh?
This was some sick shit. Bannon gets up there and says, I think Trump's gonna run in 28. He goes, we want Trump. And then he throws up a straight up Roman salute. It's getting a little uncomfortable even for me. Even I'm starting to feel like that guy in the picture that wouldn't hail Hitler. It's even getting a little uncomfortable, and I'm saying that, you know? And I was writing policy memos for Supreme Leader Kanye West, okay? I was writing policy papers based on Hitler's policies for Supreme Leader Ye. And it's getting even a little excessive for me. Bannon goes up there and he's like, Trump is our guy in 28. Person like that only comes around twice in a country's history. We want Trump. And then a straight up salute. And even me, I'm kind of looking around like, is everyone see that? Is everyone rocking with this?
When Nick Fuentes thinks you've gone too far, you might want to reconsider your choices. Richard Spencer tweeted, the Manson family had a more coherent ideology than MAGA, and the liberal criticism that American fascism is merely a personality cult around Trump seems justified. Jordan Bardella, the president of France's far-right national rally, announced Friday morning that he had canceled his plans to speak at the conference after one of the speakers provocatively made a gesture referring to Nazi ideology. Imagine being so extreme that even French nationalists, people have spent decades trying to sanitize far-right politics, look at CPAC and say, yeah, no thanks. So in response, Bannon claims that it was not a Nazi salute.
This is once again the left-wing media insulting these people. The speech was about them. That was a wave to the crowd. And it shows you how petrified, particularly the Daily Mail, right, and the owners of the Daily Mail, and all the English establishment, you're so afraid of the people.
Right.
And if this move looks familiar, it's because Elon Musk did the same exact thing last month, except just with more enthusiasm.
Thank you.
Musk, of course, denied it right before he made Nazi jokes on Twitter. But what do you expect? This guy spends his days picking Twitter fights with his baby mamas for ignoring his kids, all while allegedly being blitzed out of his mind on ketamine.
If you got to protect the First Amendment, it's not much more important than that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of criticism, and people said, well, that proves he's a huge idiot from a, you know, like, look, you know, he voted for whatever, $44 billion, and now it's worth like 8 cents. And
it's not worth 8 cents.
but you know, there's that, but the, yeah, it was essentially to you know, buy freedom of expression.
What the hell was that?
This moron stumbled on stage wearing sunglasses and then couldn't get a single word out. Just completely incoherent, which honestly reminds me a bit of Trump. But if Elon's mumbling wasn't bad enough, he waved around a red metallic chainsaw, a gift from Argentina's president Javier Milei. Musk hoisted it high, declaring, "This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy."
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw! All right.
I love it. Mr. President, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you. I love it. We love it. We love it.
Because nothing says responsible governance like a billionaire swinging around a chainsaw on stage. At this point, I feel like I'm watching a scene from Idiocracy.
That's what I thought.
But these salutes are becoming more and more common with the GOP because after Elon's aggressive salute, another right-wing figure decided to join in on the Nazi cosplay. Calvin Robinson, a British priest turned conservative commentator, threw up the exact same salute at the National Pro-Life Summit in Washington, D.C.
And my heart goes out to you. God bless.
Robinson claims it was all just a joke, mocking people who called Musk's salute a Nazi gesture. Yeah, because nothing says I'm definitely not a Nazi than doubling down and literally doing the same thing. The move got him booted from his church, but that hasn't stopped the growing wave of far-right figures trying to normalize these gestures inside the MAGA movement. If you work in front of a desk like I do, I often find myself discouraged that I spent another day sitting for long periods of time. I seriously thought this would be a lasting problem until I found Uplift Desk. Uplift Desk is at the forefront of ergonomic solutions, promoting better posture and health through adjustable standing desks designed to help you live a healthier lifestyle. Plus, they have all kinds of accessories to keep you moving throughout the day, even if you work for only a few hours at your desk. I love the Bamboo Motion X-Board. It gets me on my feet and helps boost my energy while improving circulation. Standing while I work gives me the room to move and helps me get the creative juices flowing. Moving throughout the day helps me focus and stay productive. I'm way more alert when I'm using my standing desk, and I have more energy. A 45-degree bend in your neck can result in up to 50 pounds of gravitational force being placed on your neck muscles. The option to move while I work promotes better circulation, which can reduce all types of different health risks and repetitive strains. I love how much customization you can do with the Uplift Desk. With over 200,000 configurations available, you can design your workspace to perfectly match your style and needs, creating an environment that fuels both productivity and creativity. Make this year yours by going to upliftdesk.com/Gabe and use our code Gabe to get 4 free accessories, free day shipping, free returns, and an industry-leading 15-year warranty that covers your entire desk and an extra discount off your entire order. That's upliftdesk.com/Gabe for a special offer, and it's only available at our link. Start 2025 right. Stand, move, thrive with Uplift Desk. And now, adding to this parade of fascist salutes, we have Eduardo Verástegui, a Mexican actor and ultra-conservative activist. During his speech at CPAC, Verástegui ended with a gesture that looks suspiciously like a Nazi salute.
That's why I'm going to join the Elon Musk and President Trump's movement. My heart goes out to all of you. Fight, fight, fight!
Yikes.
I also want to point out that this is the same Verástegui who tried and failed to run for president in Mexico. It turns out he couldn't get enough signatures. So after his flop, he announced that he was starting a new political party because clearly the world needs another far-right party led by a guy who thinks fascist salutes are a good idea. First Musk, then Robinson, now Verástegui, and Bannon. This is not an accident, it's a trend, and the GOP isn't just tolerating it, they're embracing it. Also, this isn't new. CPAC has a long history of cozying up to far-right extremists.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all domestic terrorists.
In 2021, CPAC literally built its stage in the shape of a known Nazi symbol, the Odal rune, which was used by the SS in World War II. CPAC has invited Viktor Orban, Hungary's authoritarian leader who openly promotes Christian nationalism, a term that's pretty much a polite way of saying white supremacist power grab. Now, they're not just letting Nazis in, they're saluting them on stage. This isn't dog whistling, it's a bullhorn.
Colorado Republicans have announced the headliner for their big fundraiser in March, and I'd be lying if I said I did not see Steve Bannon as a logical pick for a state party that's fully embraced the extreme right. Bannon's in the news this week for calling for Donald Trump to get an unconstitutional third term and for giving a crowd of conservatives an arm gesture that so closely resembled a Nazi salute that another far-right leader refused to appear on the same stage where it happened. Bannon has a chance to thrill another audience with that arm gesture that he insists is not a Nazi salute when he appears at the Colorado GOP's A Golden Age Gala on March 28th at the Denver Tech Center. The state party's invite called Bannon an unapologetic patriot, leading the fight to reclaim America from the globalist elite. At the Conservative Political Action Conference yesterday, Bannon extended his right arm to the crowd. He said it was just a wave. And when a far-right leader from France pulled out of that event, citing Bannon's gesture alluding to Nazi ideology, Bannon responded by calling him female genitalia. Bannon's gesture was quite similar to the one made by Elon Musk at a Trump inauguration event. The Anti-Defamation League condemned, quote, Bannon's long and disturbing history of stoking anti-Semitism and hate.
And this isn't just a CPAC problem. Nazis around the country have been rallying, confidently holding marches, hanging out on overpasses with banners, or roaming around Florida under Ron DeSantis' watch, and he's done nothing to stop it. The GOP has become a haven for Nazis, white supremacists, and fascist ideology, and anyone still trying to deny that is either lying to you or lying to themselves. Want more What Was That? Visit I'mGabeSanchez.substack.com for articles, episodes, and exclusive breakdowns you won't find anywhere else. And if you prefer to listen on the go, What Was That is also available as a podcast on all major platforms, Apple, Spotify, you name it. Links are in the description.